Hello kids, welcome once again to your maths classes of grade 4th. Now we are going to start the revision work chapter wise. Already I have completed 2 chapters of your maths course book and I have uploaded the lecture videos part wise and chapter wise on YouTube. So before you complete any of your exercise work, please go through the videos, watch the videos and understand the concepts properly. Then only you start doing your work in your maths fair classwork notebook. And how you have to maintain your notebook, I have already posted in your class WhatsApp group the note how to maintain your maths or science notebook. But even then I'm telling once again that the first page will contain name, class, subject. In the next 2 pages you will draw index like serial number, date, topic and remarks. In the next page you will write UT1 decoratively, and the next to it you will write syllabus for UT1 and leave the page blank for the time being. Later on I will tell you the syllabus. And then in maths you can start your chapter 1 exercise 1A work. Whatever work you are doing in fair notebook, it should be neat and very clean, and date and day should be there, margin line should be there, and the chapter number and the chapter name must be there. And then you will start from exercise 1A. Whatever things are to be solved in the book, those questions you will solve in the book itself. If the questions can be solved in the book, wherever the places are given, that you will solve in the book itself. Those questions will not be done in the notebook. But yes, those questions where in the book the space is not there, that questions you will note down in the notebook. And whatever is the heading of the question which you are doing in the notebook, that also you will write. But I think your exercise 1A, it is to be done in the, okay, some of the questions you can do it in book, and question number 3 you can do in the notebook. But before you start this work, let us once again revise our topic, our chapter, that is large numbers. These all are the learning objectives, means whatever things you are going to learn in this chapter, that is 6-digit numbers, face value, place value, comparing of numbers, Indian and international system of numerations, Roman numerals, 7-digit numbers, expanded form and standard form of numbers, how to form numbers, successor and predecessor, and rounding of numbers. Before we start this chapter, I would like to tell you that in maths, we represent big datas like population of a country, distances between two cities with the help of large numbers. For example, population of our Delhi, let's say about it is about 5 lakh. Now 5 lakh is a large number. So the big datas, big quantities, big things, big numerals, they are represented in the form of large numbers in maths. Now, in the Indian place value system, thousands, lakhs, crores are assumed as large numbers. For example, Delhi has a population of about 3 crores. It is just to assume, okay, that 3 crores, 3 lakhs, thousands, in Indian place value system, these terms, they are assumed as large numbers. Okay. Now let us do a quick revision. It is a pictorial activity actually based on the concepts, the things which you have already learned in your grade 3. So Rohit and Sneha, they have some colored numbered cards with them as shown below. Now you can see Rohit has cards 8, 5, 6, 1, and Sneha is having the colored card and the numbers are 3, 9, 2, 4. Rohit took all the yellow cards and Sneha took all the red cards. They both arranged the cards in different ways. Answer the questions given on the next page. Now these cards belong to Rohit. These cards belong to Sneha. Now they have arranged the cards in certain way, and based on that arrangement some questions are there which we have to answer now. That is your class assignment 1A, which is to be done in the book itself. This book exercise will be done in the book itself. It will not go in your maths classwork fair notebook. Okay. So whatever instructions I am giving you while making the videos also on YouTube, on your class channel, that also you have to listen and take care. Listen properly, and that you have to follow. Okay, so please listen, please watch and follow the video properly from beginning till end. Then only the things will be properly and clearly understood to you. Okay, the first thing, if they both arranged their cards to obtain the greatest possible numbers, write the numbers formed. Now they have both arranged the cards to form the greatest possible numbers. Then what will be the greatest possible number of Rohit? In class 3, we have studied to make the greatest possible number, we have to arrange the digits in the descending order, that is from greatest to smallest. So Rohit has 8, 5, 6, 1. So the greatest number is 8. After 8 it is 6. After 6 it is 5. After 5 it is 1. So Rohit number will be 8, 6, 5, 1 because we have to make the greatest possible number. So 8, 6, 5, 1. It will be the Rohit's number. And what about Sneha? Sneha has greatest digit 9, then 4, then 3, then 2. So Neha's number will be 9432. Means to say that when we arrange the digits, when we arrange any given digits in their descending order, that means from bigger one to the smaller one, from the largest to the smallest digit, then the arrangement is called as greatest possible numbers. In that way, in that manner, if we arrange the digits, the whatever number is formed, that will be the greatest possible numbers. Okay. Now second, fill in the numbers on the cards to show the smallest 4-digit number formed by Rohit. Now Rohit digits are these 8651. These are the digits. These are the cards of Rohit. Now the question is asking to form a smallest 4-digit number formed by Rohit. So what is the rule to form the smallest 4-digit number? The rule is opposite of the greatest. Here we have to arrange the digits in their ascending order. That is from smallest to the largest to the biggest number. So the smallest digit here is 1, then 5, then it is 6, then it is 8. Okay. So it will be the smallest 4-digit number formed by Rohit after arranging the cards to form the 4-digit smallest number. Write any 4 different possible 4-digit numbers formed by Sneha. Now Sneha's cards are of the digits 9, 4, 3, 2. Now with these 4 digits you have to form 4 different numbers, and that should be of 4 digit. That will Sneha form. Then we have to arrange the digits and we will form the number. For example, first number will be 9, 4, 3, 2. Second number can be 2, 3, 4, 9. You can arrange the digits in any of the order to make the 4-digit numbers formed by Sneha. No issue with that. One digit can be 4, 3, 2, 9. And one more, can you think? One more can be 3, 2, 9, 4. Okay. 3, 2, 9, 4. So likewise, we can arrange the digits in any of the order if it is, the question is asking that 4 different possible 4-digit numbers formed by Sneha. Only thing you have to take care that no 2 digits, no 2 numbers formed should be same. So here we can see all the numbers are different from each other. Now the next question is find the difference of the smallest 4-digit numbers formed by Rohit and Sneha. Find the difference of the smallest 4-digit number. Now the smallest 4-digit number formed by Rohit, it is 1568. So we have to find the difference, smallest 4-digit number formed by Rohit, and what will be the smallest 4-digit number formed by Sneha? It will be 2349. So we will have to subtract 2349 minus 1568. Whatever will come, that will be the answer over here. Okay. that you will do by yourself. You have to subtract 1568 from 2349, because as per the subtraction rule we know the smaller digits could be subtracted from the larger digits, or the smaller number can be subtracted from the larger number. So out of 1568 and 2349, 1568 is the smallest number and 2349 is the largest number. Okay, so here the question is asking, find the difference of the smallest 4-digit number formed by Rohit and Sneha. So whatever number cards Rohit and Sneha is having, so that will be the smallest 4-digit number. This is the Rohit's number and this is the smallest 4-digit number formed by Sneha's card. Now, fifth, Rohit makes an arrangement with his cards. One more arrangement Rohit has done. What is that? Find the 4-digit number formed if the digit at the tens place is 1 less than the digit at the ones place. Digit at the tens place is 1 less than the digits at the ones place. Also, the digit at the ones place is 6 times the digit at the thousands place. In your book, it is written over here 5 times, but it will be 6. So, I would like you to cut this 5 and write 6 over here. Okay? Correction you have to do. 6 will come over here. Also, the digit at the ones place is 6 times the digit at the thousands place. So, according to the conditions given over here in this statement, the number formed will be 1856, because only this number is fulfilling all the conditions given in the statement. What are the conditions? Conditions are, if the digit at the tens place is 1 less than the digit at the ones place. So let's see the digit at the tens place. At tens place the digit is 5 and it is 1 less than the digit at the ones place. 5 is 1 less than 6 now. Okay, one condition we have fulfilled. Also, the digit at the ones place is 6 times the digit at the thousands place. What is the digit at the thousands place? It is 1 and the digit at the ones place is 6. So 6 is 6 times the digit at the thousands place. 6 is how many times of 1? It is 6 times. Okay. So the forming number will be 1856. So like this, Rohit and Sneha, they have arranged their cards and formed different types of numbers. Based on largest 4-digit numbers, based on forming the smallest 4-digit numbers, arrangement of digits in different forms, and then there was the difference of the smallest 4-digit number formed by Rohit and Sneha, and then this one. Now, one more thing is there, that is Neha has participated in some maths Olympiad, so she has to now understood all these things. What is our next subtopic? It is coming as 5-digit numbers. So, how we will get 5-digit numbers? So, for that, the largest 4-digit number is 4 times 9. That you know, that the largest 1-digit number is 9. 9 is the largest 1-digit number, because if we will write 10, then it will become 2 digits. So, it will not remain 1 digit. So, largest 1-digit number is 9. Largest 2-digit number is 2 times 9. Largest 3-digit number is 3 times 9. So, the largest 4-digit number will be 4 times 9. Whatever largest number is asking, whatever digits largest number is asking, that will be that times 9s only. For example, over here, the largest 4-digit number is 4 times 9. Now, on adding 1 to it, we get 10,000. So, this is the smallest 5-digit number. Here, 1 is at the 10,000 place. Okay. So, forming 5-digit numbers. When we add 1 to the smallest 5-digit number, that is 10,000, we get 10,001. So, likewise, we can form the 5-digit number. By adding 1 to 10,001, we get 10,002 and so on. Similarly, when we add 1 to this number, then we are getting the smallest 5-digit number, that is 99,999. So, this number 5 times 9 is the greatest 5-digit number. When we add 1 to 5 times 9, we get ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 1 lakh. So 1 lakh is read as 100,000 or 1 lakh. This number has 6 digits. So it is the smallest 6 digit number. So this is the pattern how to get the largest 5 digit numbers or smallest 6 digit numbers. Okay. Now the next topic is periods. A number is separated into groups are called periods. For example, the number 25782 can be written as 25,782. So when we make groups of the given numbers by putting commas or leaving some spaces between them, that is known as arranging the numbers in given periods or arranging the numbers according to the Indian place value system. Okay, so the number when it is separated into groups, they are known as periods. And you have to remember the period's name. We have to always start from the ones period. Ones period is having ones, tens, hundreds, and then there is thousands periods, which is having thousands and 10,000s. Okay, that you can see over here also. It is actually comes in the concept of reading of a number. While reading a number, we separate it into groups. These groups are called periods. For example, this digit given number, it can be written as, because I have told you first we have to start from the ones period, and ones period is having ones, tens, 100. Then a comma will come. The comma has come. Then it is thousands, 10,000. 1,000 and 10,000 is in thousands period. So if some digit was after this also, then we have put comma over here also. But this given number is having this much digit only, so it can be divided into two periods. One is the ones period, one is the thousands period. Okay, so these are the key points, key facts which you have to note down. And the same thing is then represented in Indian place value system chart. Okay, first you have to start from the ones period. Ones period is having ones, tens, hundreds. Then thousands period, it is having thousands and 10,000s. Okay, so the given number will be represented as this 2 is at ones place. Sorry, some other number has been taken over here. We can read, suppose the number is 45264. So 4 is at the ones place, so it is written over here. Then 6 is at the tens place, so it is written at the tens place. 2 is at the hundreds place. 5 is at the thousands place, and 4 is at the 10,000 place. So we can read 45,264 as 45,264. Okay. This we have already seen. The largest 4 digit number is 4 times 9, and to make it a 5 digit number, we will add 1 to it. So this is, after adding 1 to it, the number which we have got, this is the smallest 5 digit number. Okay, because now it is of 5 digit. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the smallest 5 digit number. Again, when we add 1 to the largest 5 digit number, we get 6 digit number and so on. This is the largest 5 digit number, 5 times 9. This thing always you have to keep in your mind, that the largest 5 digit, largest 6 digit, largest 7 digit, largest 4 digit number is that digit times 9 only. Okay. So when we have added 1 to the largest 5 digit number, the number which we have got, this is the smallest 6 digit number. Okay. Then reading of a number, I have already told you that let us read the number 45,264. Then we have read it as 45,264. And now we can represent, now there is another large number, that is 51,643 on the abacus. Now you have to learn how to arrange the digits, how to arrange the numbers on the abacus, this pattern. Here this periods, they are written like in the short form. TH means 10,000, TH means 1,000, H means 100, T means tens, O means ones. So you have to check what is the digit at the ones place. So 3. So 3 written in this box. What is the digit at the tens place? 4. 4 written over here. What is the digit at the 100 place? It is 6. 6 written over here. What is the digit at the thousands place? It is 1 written over here. And what is the digit at the 10,000 place? It is 5, so 5 written over here. Now what is the digit you have written? That much beads, that many beads you will draw on these lines. Okay, so 5 written over here, so 5 beads you will draw. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 written over here, so only 1 bead. These beads represents these digits, these place values. Okay, in 100 you have to draw 6 beads. In tens place you have to draw 4 beads. In ones place you have to draw 3 beads, because 3 is at the ones place. We can read a 5-digit number by writing it in the place value chart. For instance means for example, the number 56702 can be written as we know, we have to separate the number into groups, that is called periods, and we have studied about ones period and thousands period. Ones period is having ones, tens, hundred. So ones, tens, hundred. At ones place 2 is written, so 2 comes over here. At tens place 0 is there, so 0 comes over here. At hundreds place 7 is there, so 7 comes over here. Okay, and at thousands place 6, so 6 comes over here. At 10,000 place 5 is there, so 5 comes over here. So this is the place value, Indian place value system chart, which you have to understand and which you have to learn how to draw, because later on in your exercises questions will come on the basis of this concept also. So the above number is read as, but the reading of the number will be done from this side. 56,702, because nothing is at the tens place, so it becomes 702. 56,702. Now these are some of the points which you have to keep in your mind. That is, the digits in the same period are read together. The digits in the same period, they are read together. That's why 702, they are in the same period, they are in the ones period, na? So they are read together. And the digits, that is 56, they are in the same period, in the thousands periods. That's why they are read together. That's why we are reading 56,000. Okay, it is 56,000. We will not read like that's 5, 10,000, 6,000. No, the digits in the same period, they will be read together as it is read over here. That is 56,702. Do not write S with the place. For example, 15,000 is read as 15,000, not 15,000s. Okay, we have to not add S over here. With the place values, S is not added. So if the large number is 15,000, so it will be read as 15,000, not as 15,000s. If you will add S with the thousand, then it will become wrong. So you have to keep this point in your mind also. Mark the periods using a comma or leave a short space. For example, mark the periods using a comma or leave a short space. For example, 74,198 or 74 little space is there and 198. You can write in both these forms. Either you can put a comma to mark the periods, okay, or you can leave little space. Then also it will be okay. So you have to take care of this thing also. Now the next thing is about face value and place value. The face value of a digit is the digit itself irrespective of its place, while the place value of a digit depends on its place or position in the number. Each place has a value of 10 times the place to its right. Let us understand it with the help of this example. Okay, this is the arrangement of the digits according to their periods. You can see over here, it is 74,198. So the place value and face value. Place value of 8 is at the ones place, so 8. And face value of any number is the number itself. For example, if I ask what is the face value of 4, so 4 is only the answer. What is the face value of 8? So 8 is the answer. What is the face value of 1? So 1 is the answer. Okay. So face value of any number is that number itself. But place value is according to the place. What place it is holding in the place value system chart, that is its place value. For example, 8. 8 is at the ones place. So its place value is 8. Okay. And face value is 8 also. Now come to the tens digit. At tens digit we are seeing the digit is 9, but its place value is 90. Okay. And face value is 9. As we have studied over here, na, that the each place has a value of 10 times the place to its right. Place value has a value 10 times to its right. Okay. At tens place 9 digit, so it is 10 times the place to its right. So 9 into 10, so it will become 90. So place value is 90. Then at hundreds place 10 times, so 10, 10, so 100. 2 times 10 you have to multiply because it is 2 places here. Okay, so it is at the hundreds place, so place value is 100. Now 4, it is at the thousand place, so 4 into 1000, so 4000. Now this 7 is at the 10,000 place, so 70,000. Okay, but the face value of each of the digit is the digit itself, as you can see over here. 8 has a face value of 8, 9 has a face value of 9, 1 has a face value of 1, 4 has a face value of 4, 7 has a face value of 7. Okay. Now there is one example. What is the difference in the place values of the digit 6 in the number 56062? First we have arranged the number according to their periods. That is 56,062. 56,062. Now the question is asking what is the difference in the place values of the digit, because the digit 6 is coming 2 times. At one place it is at the tens place, at one time it is at the tens place, and at the other time it is at the thousands place. So one time its place value is 6 into 10, 60. When it is at the tens place, its place value is 60, and when it is at the thousands place, its place value is 6,000. Then you have to find out the difference between these two place values. So how we will find out the difference? When we will subtract the smaller number from the larger number, that is 6,000 minus 60, it will give us 5,940. Okay, so this will be the answer. Now your exercise 1A is coming. That is, write the numbers and the number names for the numbers shown on the abacus. So here we can see the beads 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to just keep on counting the beads. And you have to write the numbers and number name also. So you can do one thing, you can draw one line over here with a scale and you can complete this thing. Suppose here how many beads you can see? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you will write 4. Here 1, 2, 3. So you will write 3. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. Here 1, 2. So 2. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Now we can put comma according to the place values, according to their periods. So now you have to write the number names also. Write the numbers. Numbers we have written by counting the beads. Simple question it is. You have to just count the beads and write that number here with the place values. Okay. And then you have to write its number name. So what will be its number name? It is 43,000. So you will write 43,000. We will not add S with it. 43,627. This S will also be small. 627. Okay. So this will be the answer. We have to write the numbers. We have to write the number and the number name for each of the given abacus set of questions. Okay. So likewise, you can do all these questions up to D. Then draw the beads on the spikes of the abacus to show the given numbers. Now the numbers are given, but you have to draw the beads. So accordingly, we will move from the ones place. As we are seeing at ones place, 8 is written. So we will draw 8 beads over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Likewise, at the tens place, 7 is there. So we will draw 7 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then at the 100 place, 3 beads are there. 1, 2, 3. At the 1000 place, 2. 2 is there. So we will draw 2 beads. At the 10,000